Hey guys, more Super Bowl coverage here on the Off the Mic Sports Network. A crossover here, a Browns thoughts, because I've got a take here, and stay with me. The Cleveland Browns were absolutely affected by what happened in Super Bowl 59 as the Philadelphia Eagles hammered the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22. Here's why. The Browns, I think, in some ways are a big winner out of this Super Bowl, if you would actually believe it. They absolutely got more value for Myles Garrett in any trade situation based off what transpired in this game. And you guys will be saying to yourself, Mike, he's making it very public that he wants to leave. He's made it very public. Why should we cave into his demands? Why should we do this and that? Listen, if you saw how the Philadelphia Eagles trenches controlled that football game, the value of having great defensive line play and great defensive ends, and Myles Garrett is as good as anybody in the last decade of rushing the passer, the value of trading a good pass rusher in this NFL is absolutely worth something. So if you're the Cleveland Browns, and I don't know if it's going to be Andrew Berry who makes this decision, I don't know who it's going to be. I have said for weeks they need to trade him. I said it before he made the formal request. They need to trade him. And I don't know if it's ever going to be the value of Myles Garrett is ever going to be as high as it is coming out of this Super Bowl. And here's why. You saw now you've seen it twice now. You've seen it twice in Super Bowls with Patrick Mahomes that great pass rush and great defensive line play will always trump great quarterback play. You can have a great quarterback, but if you don't have good protection and you're going up against a rival good defensive line, the defensive line is always going to win. And that's what happened. The Philadelphia Eagles have really built a lot of what they do off of the front four. You see Jalen Carter, defensive lineman. They've had great defensive ends and great defensive tackles. That's always been their culture in Philadelphia. And you saw it again, Josh Sweat, who's been around for a while, but he goes crazy in this game. And I thought Josh Sweat or somebody on that defense should have won the MVP. But, Jalen Hurts gets it because it's a quarterback award. But if you're the Cleveland Browns and you're watching this game, and Andrew Berry used to be in that building in Philadelphia. He used to be in that building with Howie Roseman. He was there when the year off happened when, John Dorsey was running the Browns before Andrew Berry came back and ultimately became the general manager of this team. But if you're the Cleveland Browns, you absolutely have to take a look at saying, hey, we could get multiple first-round picks for this guy. Multiple of them. Multiple first-round picks. And if you can do that, especially considering, where you are and what value you need, because you're not anywhere closer to getting a quarterback, and I don't think you're anywhere closer to getting to Kansas City, even if you keep Myles Garrett around and bring in a veteran quarterback in the first place. Load up and stock up on picks. I think the Browns are absolutely a winner coming out of this game inadvertently, because you see that if you have good defense and you have good interior line and good, pass rush, good edge pressure, you can affect Patrick Mahomes and you can make him have his worst game on a big stage. It's happened twice now in the Super Bowl. I don't really know how that affects his legacy. We'll have that up for debate for weeks and months on end. We could have that conversation from here until next training camp. But that's really all I got on this. The Browns, I think, really are in a much better spot now in regards to trading Myles Garrett, because I think that the desperation from teams seeing what transpired with the Eagles being able to affect Patrick Mahomes, I think they can get more than they initially could have thought previously, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.